What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Learn Math with Sir Mark, and on this video I'm going to discuss finding the equation of the ellipse. But before anything else, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell button so that you will be notified whenever I'm going to upload a new video. So if you're ready, let's begin. Okay, so if you watched the previous video on ellipse and its properties, by now you are ready to determine the equation of the ellipse with some properties given or parts. Okay, so let's take a look at this problem number 1. Find the equation of the locus of the point that moves such that the sum of its distances from points -2, 2 and 4, 2 is 8. Okay, so actually, if memorize mo or familiar ka, so the one that we're looking here is actually the equation of the ellipse. Okay, because again, the definition of the ellipse is the locus of the point that moves such that the sum of its distances from two fixed points is constant. So meaning to say, itong -2, 2 and 4, 2 are the foci of the ellipse. Okay, so drawing tayo ng ellipse. Okay, kunyari, ayan. Alright. There you go. Okay, so now, ang sinabi, okay, yung -2, 2, kunyari ito yon. So, -2, 2. Alright, yung 4, 2 somewhere here. Alright, 4, 2. Now, since, again, same ng y, okay, so therefore, ang major axis natin dito, parallel to the x-axis or horizontal. Again, ang major axis natin dito, horizontal. Okay, now what can we get from the foci? So we know ang foci, ang midpoint niyan is the center. See that? Center ang midpoint niyan. Okay, so get the midpoint, -2 plus 4, that's 2, divided by 2, that will give us 1. See that? Okay, next, 2, okay, so syempre, collinear yan, so therefore, ang y-coordinate ng center is 2. There you go. See that? So, therefore, ang center ko ngayon, okay, ang center natin ngayon is 1, 2. See that? There you go. So, meaning, set up ko na equation ng ellipse. So, x minus 1 to be squared plus y minus 2 to be squared equals 1. Okay, ang kailangan ko na lang yung denominator. Okay. Now, take note, ang denominator natin is a ng x minus 1 to be squared is a squared since horizontal major axis. Okay? Now, how are we going to get a? How are we going to get b? So, take note yung 8, okay, that's the fixed, that's the constant, no, distance. So, that is actually given by 2a, okay? So, 2a equals 8. So, from there, a is 4. See that? Okay. So, therefore, okay, so let me copy this. So, x minus 1 to be squared over 16. Okay, kailangan ko na lang si b. Okay, equals 1. So, ang tanong, how are you going to get b? Okay, so take note the Pythagorean relation. Okay, take note natin. Okay, lagay ko dito. In ellipse, a squared equals b squared plus c squared. See that? Meron na akong 16. Okay? Okay. Wala akong b. And that's what we're looking for, actually. So, but we can get c. Alright? We can get c. And how are we going to do this? So, take note. Okay? Yung c natin is this. Yan yung c. The distance from the center to one focus. And that's clearly 3. See that? Yung 0.12 to 0.42 is 3 units. So, therefore, my c is 3. So, that gives us c squared equals 9. So, from there, b squared is equal to, okay, 16 minus 9. So, that is 7. Okay, so therefore, the equation of the ellipse in number 1 is x minus 1 to be squared over 16 plus y minus 2 to be squared over 7 equals 1. So this is the equation of the locus that we are looking for. Problem number 2. Determine the equation of the ellipse that has its center at point -1, 1 one of its vertex at point 1, 1 and passing through the origin. Okay. So, negative 1, 1 ang center, vertex 1, 1. So, look, parehas sila ng y. So, meaning horizontal major axis. Okay, horizontal major axis. Okay, so, drawing tayo ng ellipse. So, draft lang. Okay. Kunyari, yan. Okay. So, what we have in the given, okay, given ang center. So, let's say this is negative 1, 1. Okay, yung vertex ko somewhere here. So, this is given 1, 1. Okay, now, what can we get from here? Alright, so since center given, one vertex given, the length between them is actually equal to A. And that is 2. See that? Okay, so ready na natin equation ng ellipse. So, that's x, reverse the sign. So, x plus 1 to be squared. Okay, then I have y minus 1 to be squared. See that? Okay, now, kailangan ko na lang yung denominator. So, like I said, since horizontal major axis, so yung denominator ng x plus 1 to be squared, yung a squared. So, that is 2 squared, which is 4. See that? Okay, now, so, also, it says here, the ellipse passes through the origin. Okay, so negative 1, 1, yung midpoint niyan, 0, 0, ito yung point. See that? Okay, so yan yung point. So, tanong, how are we going to get b squared? So, take note, yung point on the ellipse, okay, if you're going to substitute it to the equation, masasatisfy yun, right? So, therefore, we have to substitute x and y, 0, 0 to both x and y. See that? Okay, so substitute natin dito. Okay? So, substitute x and y equal to 0 to the equation of the ellipse. So, that is 0 plus 1, 1 to be squared over 4, that's 1/4. See that? Plus, 0 minus 1 is negative 1 to be squared, that's still 1. Okay, b squared equals 1. There you go. See that? Okay, so I'm going to multiply this to b squared. 4b squared. Alright? So, multiply ko yan ng 4b squared. Both. Okay, multiply ko ng 4b squared. So, I'm going to have b squared, okay, plus 4 equals 4b squared. And from there, so combine like terms, I'm going to have b squared equals 4 thirds. There you go. So, meaning, mapasasubstitute ko na yun dito. So, therefore, the equation of the ellipse that we're looking for, so, plug in ko na lang yan dyan. So, I'll just erase this because I don't have enough space. So, buburahin ko na lang yan. Alright? So, the equation of the ellipse is x plus 1 to be squared over 4 plus y minus 1 over to be squared over 4 thirds. So, dito mapupunta yung 3. Equals 1. So, therefore, this is the equation of the ellipse that we're looking for. See that? Okay. So, that's it. Problem number 3. Find the equation of the ellipse if the length of the semi-major axis is 2 with foci negative 2, 1 and 2, negative 1. Okay, this time, take note, ang parehas yung x. So, therefore, yung ellipse natin has a vertical major axis. Okay, something like this. Okay. See that? Alright. So, again, 2, 1. Kunyari, ito yun. Okay. So, this is 2, 1. One of the focus. The other one is this one. So, 2, negative 1. Okay. Now, like what we did in the previous, yung midpoint niyan is the center. Alright, so 1 plus negative 1 divided by 2, that's 0. See that? So, therefore, yung equation ng ellipse ko, so ito yung center ko. So, I have x minus 2 to be squared, plus ito, y squared, equals 1. Take note, ito yung a squared ko, ito yung b squared ko. Why? Because again, the major axis is vertical. Okay. Now, ang sabi, the length of the semi-major axis, again, regardless kung vertical or horizontal yan, so ang major axis natin is 2a. Okay, so since semi, so a is 2. See that? Okay, so therefore, plug in ko na lang dito. So this one will become 4. So x minus 2, 2b squared, okay, plus y squared over 4 equals 1. See that? Okay, so next, again, so like what we did in problem number 1, kung naalala nyo, in ellipse, the Pythagorean relation that we're going to use is that a squared equals b squared plus c squared. So I already have 4, missing ang b squared, but I can get the length of c. And that is the distance from center to focus. And that is c equals 1. See that? So plus 1. So therefore, ang b squared ko is just equal to 3. So therefore, I'll just plug in 3 here. And that's it. This is the equation of the ellipse in problem number 3. Pretty simple, right? Okay, problem number 4. Find the equation of the ellipse with foci at 2, 3 and 2, negative 7, and the length of the semi-minor axis is 2/3 of the semi-major axis. O parang kagaya lang nung kanina. Okay, so take note, same pa rin yung x mo, so meaning vertical major axis pa rin. Okay, I'll just copy this illustration siguro. Alright? There you go. See that? Okay, so to plot ko, kunyari, okay, 2, 3, 2, negative 7. So, this is my 2, 3. Alright? This is my 2, 3. Then ito, yung aking 2, negative 7. See that? Okay, 2, negative 7. So, once again, like what we did, yung midpoint niyan is the center. O, syempre, parehas ng x. 3 minus 7, that's negative 4. Divided by 2, that's negative 2. So, therefore, this is the center. So, meaning to say, kung yan yung center ko, i-ready ko na lang yung equation ng ellipse ko. I already have x minus 2 to b squared. Then, here, I have y plus 2 to b squared equals 1. Okay, once again, kung vertical yan, this will be my a squared. Then, this one will become my b squared. Okay, now, next condition, yung semi-minor axis, okay, semi-minor axis, okay, which is B, is 2/3 daw nung semi-major axis, which is A. See that? Okay, so, again, in ellipse, the Pythagorean theorem will hold a squared equals b squared plus c squared. Okay. Now, we don't have A, we don't have B, we don't have C, but we have relation between B and A. So I can just substitute. Okay, so I'll have A squared equals, if B is 2/3 A, so this will be 4/9 A squared. See that? Now, how about C? Once again, yung distance from focus, okay, from focus to vertex, center, I mean, so this is equal to A, right? And that distance is 5 units. See that? 5 units. So therefore, this one is 5 squared, magiging 25. See that? Then combine like terms, so that's A squared minus 4/9 squared. That will be 5/9 A squared. So 5/9 A squared, that's equal to 25. And clearly, okay, cancel tong 5. Okay, so ang A squared ko dito will just become 5 times 9 or 45. See that? Okay. There you go. Next. Plug in ko dito. So, if A squared is 45, alright, 45 yan. Okay, then ang B squared ko is unknown, but C squared is 25. So, from here, okay, we can get B squared equals 20. Tama? 45 minus 25, that's 20. See that? So, therefore, yung equation ng ellipse, pa-plug in ko lang dito. Okay? So, I'm running out of space. I'll just erase this one. Okay? So, ang b squared ko is 20. Okay? Palitan ko lang to. So, this one is 20. Alright? While this one, a squared, papalitan ko to. So, this one is 45. Okay? 45. There you go. So, therefore, the equation of the ellipse that we're looking in this problem is this. X minus 2 to b squared over 20 plus y plus 2 to b squared over 45 equals 1. Okay? Last problem, number 5. Find the equation of the ellipse with foci at negative 21, 10 and 310 and containing the point negative 9, 15. Okay. So, once again, so since foci ang given, so this will give us an idea. So, since parehas ng y, horizontal major axis. Okay, horizontal major axis. So, I'm going to make a rough sketch ng ellipse natin. Okay, like this. There you go. Okay. Now, so, since negative 21, 10, assume natin somewhere here. Alright, then yung 310 natin somewhere here. Okay, so let me label this negative 21, 10. Alright, well, this one is the point 310. Okay, next, yung negative 9, 15. So, somewhere here siguro. Alright, so that's the point. So, negative 9, 15. See that? Okay, so let's label this. This is foci, first foci. This is the second foci. There you go. Now, like what we did in the previous, what we can get here is the center, right? Yung midpoint niyan is the center. Okay, and that is, okay, I'll just use this one. Okay, the center is negative 21 plus 3, midpoint niyan. So, that is negative 18 divided by 2, negative 9. Tama? Then, I'll just copy the y. See that? Okay, so therefore, yung equation ng ellipse ko, so I already have x plus 9. Re-ready ko na. X plus 9 to b squared plus y minus 10 to b squared equals 1. See that? Okay, kailangan ko na lang yung a squared and b squared. But how are we going to do that? Okay, so, right? Now, how are we going to use the given negative 9, 15 is on the ellipse? Okay, take note. Alright? So, yung point na yan, okay, from the definition, yung length niyan to the focus, okay, yung sum ng dalawang length is equal to 2a. See that? That's equal to 2a. So, therefore, we need to get the distance, okay, from the point P to point F sub 1 or yung first focus. See that? Okay, so that is distance formula. So, negative 9 minus negative 21, that will become positive 21, okay, to be squared, plus 15 minus 10, okay, 15 minus 10 to be squared. And that is, okay, negative 9 plus 21, that is 12 to be squared. So, that's 144. Tama? 12 squared eh. O, kahit hindi na. Sige, 12 squared plus 15 minus 10 is 5. Plus 5 squared. And clearly, Pythagorean triple yung 5, 12, 13. So, therefore, PF sub 1 is 13 units. See that? Okay, likewise, yung distance from point P to F2, okay, so yung distance niya, tingnan natin. So, that is negative 9, okay, minus 3 to be squared, okay, plus 15 minus 10 to be squared. Actually, pareho lang, di ba? So, negative 9 minus 3, that's negative 12 to be squared. So, that's 12 squared. Then, this one is 5 squared. So, I'm going to have the same, 13. Okay, so what does it tells us? So, meaning to say, yung 2a natin, dito ko na lang ilalagay, yung 2a natin, which is the sum of this, okay, distances, okay, is equal to 26. Clearly, ang a ko is 13. See that? A is 13. So, since horizontal major axis to, yung kay x plus 9 to be squared ko, yung denominator niyan is 169. That's 13 squared. Clear? O, B na lang kailangan ko. Okay, balik tayo dun sa ginagawa natin kanina. Take note, yung length from center to one focus is equal to C. Tama? Yan yung C natin. And that is from negative 9 to 3, that's 12 units. Diba? So, okay. So, meaning to say, okay, my A is 13, okay, my C is 12, therefore, yung B ko ngayon, Pythagorean triple, 5, 12, 13, that's 5. So, therefore, this one is 5 squared, 25. See that? So, therefore, the equation of the ellipse in this problem is this. X plus 9 to be squared over 169 plus y minus 10 to be squared over 25 equals 1. There you go. So, I hope you learned something on this 5-item video. So, once again, please don't forget to like and share and, of course, subscribe. Keep safe.